Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Kinston where 2 people have now been arrested and are facing charges after a shooting that happened on Tuesday on Manning Street. Police say Davida and her brother, Quandarius Rawl, who turned himself into police on Tuesday, had orchestrated the killing of Davida's ex-husband, Rychik Harper. Now, Harper was found suffering from multiple gunshot wounds and later died at the scene despite life-saving efforts. WITN spoke with Chief Keith Goyette this week, who said Quandarius Rawl claimed the shooting was in self-defense. However, police say their investigation led them to believe the shooting death was premeditated, and Davida Rawl has been charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Now, she was taken into custody yesterday and is being held in the Lenoir County Jail without bond. Now, we also want to touch on some of the severe weather that is going to be happening around the country. The deadly downpours over the northeast that actually turned deadly overnight to the storm triggering intense winds and causing widespread flash flooding in those areas. NBC's Aaron McLaughlin has more on the weather.
Deadly rainstorms soaked the Northeast overnight, dumping rain on tens of millions from Pennsylvania to Maine, triggering dangerous flash flooding. In New York City's Central Park, a 100-year-old record washed away after nearly 2 inches of rain fell in a matter of hours. Commuters on the city's subway shocked by gushing waters, leading to widespread train delays. In Brooklyn, the storm turned deadly. Rescue crews discovered a man trapped in a flooded basement after he reportedly tried to save his dog. Authorities say he later died in the hospital. Another man was killed near Harlem. Police say he was found unresponsive in a flooded boiler room.
It's gonna be okay, Annalisa.
Meanwhile, in neighboring New Jersey, a harrowing rescue. First responders pulling a child from a stalled vehicle submerged in water. Floodwaters making streets across the tri-state look more like rivers. In Philadelphia, where winds were clocked as high as 40 miles an hour, a tree fell on a vehicle, killing a 44-year-old woman. This morning, leftover showers and unrelenting winds creating a northeastern nightmare on Halloween.
And again, that was Aaron McLaughlin reporting. We now turn to our forecast here in eastern North Carolina, and thankfully we got done with that system that again is giving the New England area plenty of headaches. We had that yesterday morning. So for us, things again are looking much better as we transition from what was a very cloudy and wet week into something a little bit more sunny and hopefully a little bit more tolerable as we head into the first weekend of November. Here's what we've got outside right now in New Bern, 65 degrees with a west-northwesterly breeze at 14 miles an hour. Feeling very comfortable outside thanks to the low humidity. The problem with that humidity, though, is the fact that the lower it gets, the lower our air temperatures could possibly get later on tonight. Now, as you can see, we are having some issues getting some of our numbers into our system. Of course, just I can't quite get everything working all in one day. You got to have something that's not acting right. Well, at least the flag is flying in full glory under that sunny skies in Pitt County. Here's a look at your air temperatures that we do have right now. Most of us in the low to mid 60s. It again is one of those things where we know we are going to be getting cooler. It's just a matter of how fast are we really going to be cooling off. And I think by the time we get to around 7 o'clock tonight, many areas are going to be looking at the mid 50s. Get ready for more of a chill tonight. Then again, what I'm sure many of the young ones are really looking forward to. I know they've got their eyes and minds set on the candy. Also make sure that they have a jacket heading out the door before again they get too chilly and those teeth start to chatter. Here's what we've got tomorrow morning, starting out in the upper 30s, lots of sunshine around, getting into the mid 40s by 9, mid 50s by 11, and possibly the mid 60s by the afternoon. May end up just a bit shy of the mid 60s. Certainly looks like we'll make it into the low 60s as we head into the tail end of the day, but still again we will have a bit of a cooler air flow into eastern North Carolina thanks to the presence of that high pressure system down to our south. That will encourage, again, more of a west-northwesterly wind, cooling us off through the day. And then we get set up for a chance of rain coming in Sunday evening to Sunday night. That chance of rain will be set up kind of pretty much approaching, if not right over the mountains by the time we wake up Sunday morning. And from there, that whole system just trudges its way along the Carolinas and finally moves in late Sunday night into the early hours of your Monday morning. Now, the cloud cover will certainly stick around throughout Monday and possibly even some of the rain showers as well, lingering around the coast even as we wake up Tuesday morning. But most of Tuesday, certainly once we get into the afternoon, is going to be spent under sunny skies. Little cloud cover early on in the morning, not putting too much stock into that, but we will see again more sunshine over the tail end of Tuesday, and then we get a little bit warmer from Tuesday into Wednesday, and then cooler again as we get a dry front into the east Wednesday night into Thursday, knocking air temperatures down by nearly 10 degrees from Wednesday into Thursday. Now, that's all we have time for today's 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Friday and happy Halloween evening. If I don't see you at 3, I hope you have a wonderful weekend as well.